Soon after World War II, Winston Churchill was visiting the White House. Having had a long bath with a scotch and a cigar, he reportedly walked into the adjoining bedroom and was met by the ghost of Abraham Lincoln. Mr. Churchill is in illustrious company. Arthur Conan Doyle spoke to ghosts through mediums, while Alan Turing believed in telepathy. Three well-respected, otherwise very sane men known for their razor-sharp wit believed in or experienced the impossible. They're not alone. According to recent surveys, close to 40% of Americans believe in ghosts. That's almost half of all of us. And as many as 3/4 of Americans believe in the paranormal, in some form, with nearly 1 in 5 claiming to actually have seen a ghost. What exactly is paranormal? The word itself consists of 2 parts, para and normal. The definition implies that the scientific explanation of the world around us is normal, and anything that is beyond that or contrary to that is para. Paranormal activity can be related to UFOs, telekinesis, telepathy, spiritual healing, witchcraft, ESP, cryptozoology, and spiritual activity. But is it real? Since 1922, many individuals and groups have offered monetary awards upwards of $2 million for concrete proof of the paranormal in an observed scientific setting replete with professional debunkers. I mean, these people want to believe, but they're not falling for any tricks. To date, no one has ever collected those awards. Who knows? Maybe paranormal activity doesn't like being critiqued. We here at the Underpresence chase these paranormal events down. We want to see it for ourselves and get real, indisputable proof that there is another side. The most common paranormal activity seems to be ghosts and spirits. So let's explain what's going on here. Let's talk about several different types of ghosts and hauntings. So what's the difference between ghost and spirit? Most people use the words interchangeably. But according to the late Hans Holzer, a paranormal author and professor of parapsychology, there's a difference. He says ghosts are similar to psychotic human beings, incapable of reasoning for themselves. Some can make themselves known by sighting, but are also said to be able to speak, change the temperature of a room, or bring a certain odor. Ghosts are energies that are still connected to the physical world's energy plane. Holzer believed ghosts are tied to the location of their death, usually a sudden or tragic one, and they often don't realize that they are dead. Maybe they have unfinished business in this world. Maybe a recently deceased parent believes he must still provide for his family. Maybe victims of murder seek justice or revenge for their deaths. Or a ghost of a person may linger until the love of his life has found another partner. Some ghosts are strongly attached to their home and want to stay to make sure the building is taken care of properly. At the other end of the spectrum, unfinished business can take the form of dark energy when a person's death was violent or unexpected. Spirits, on the other hand, are the surviving personalities of those who passed through the door of death in a more normal fashion. A spirit is an energy that has crossed into the light, into a different energy plane. Spirits are said to foster positive energy and love as a paranormal entity, usually known as a spirit guide. You may have one spirit guide or several. They may come and go in your life depending on your needs. Spirits won't manifest or haunt you. They're said to be pure energy that can communicate with you subconsciously. Only a small percentage of paranormal sightings are true ghosts. The majority of them are really sightings of what we call residual energy, when an emotional event is replayed continually at the same place. For example, one family reported at a certain time of night, an apparition of an older woman can be found standing by their stove, as if she's making tea every night, and then she disappears. Residual energies do not interact with people or show any signs of awareness. People who have experienced encounters with residual apparitions typically report the ghost just pass right through them. So let's talk about this energy thing. The first law of thermodynamics, also known as the law of conservation of energy, states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Energy can only be transferred or changed from one form to another. For example, generating electricity or charging a battery would seem to produce energy, but in reality it's just a change in the state of different types of energy. Thermal, motion, fission, fusion. We're taking already existing energy in one form and transferring it into something different. Energy is in everything we touch or think. Our bodies are mostly energy. Billions of electrons spinning around a tiny, almost massless nucleus so quickly that it creates a force. It makes us believe there's something actually here. Our brains use electricity to move thoughts across synapses and neurons. There's also something called dark energy, another form of negative energies our senses cannot see or detect. Energy is everything, and energy is everywhere. When we die, the energy our bodies use has to end up somewhere, but we're not yet sure how that works. Some people suspect energy has certain penetratable boundaries known as dimensions. Since we don't yet understand how dimensions or planes exist, it is possible that various inexplicable energies can travel among dimensions, or potentially coexist in single dimensions. And that, my friends, could open the door to energies we know as spirits or ghosts. A common theory about ghosts is that they are energy manifestations of the souls of once living people, or even animals. Some paranormal experts believe ghosts are spirits or energies that cannot reach a final destination for a number of reasons, some of which we may understand and probably many more beyond human comprehension. It's also thought that some ghosts may borrow or share energy from living people, fire, or even batteries. Under Presence investigator Steve Krivitsky has experienced a sudden and inexplicable battery drain during several of his more active paranormal investigations. Supposedly, it takes a tremendous amount of energy for a spirit to manifest into an entity that can communicate with people in our dimension. Ghosts reveal their presence to the living for various reasons. It's thought that the manner of their behavior may be affected by their personality while they were alive. People who live evil lives may be ghosts that haunt people or places. Shadow ghosts have no clear origins, but they appear as dark gray to black forms at varying heights. There are also shadow people, considered to be watchers or observers from another dimension, typically manifesting as tall, dark, human-shaped forms, having red eyes. Apparently, there are ghosts who are unaware of the fact that they are already dead. Supposedly, some ghost entities are just as startled by the presence of you. They may believe they're real, and you're the ghost. A medium can often help those lost or confused ghosts cross over or leave our dimension by telling them about their death and helping them understand they no longer need to exist in this dimension. An intelligent haunting can be much spookier. This is defined as an entity capable of communicating or interacting with the living, and that's where things get really interesting. Demonic hauntings are intelligent occurrences that happen when dark entities haunt people or specific locations. In some religions, demons are also considered fallen angels. They're quite powerful and uncannily intelligent and can manifest in several different forms. Demons have been reported playing pranks on people, and in some cases, they're potentially harmful pranks. Haunted people or items may carry a demon with them, even if they move to a new location. An exorcism performed by a priest or a shaman may expel a demon from a possessed body, item, or place. A succubus is a demon in a female form that appears in dreams and takes the form of a woman in order to seduce men, usually through sexual activity. The male counterpart to the succubus is the incubus. Religious traditions hold that a repeated sexual activity with a succubus may result in the deterioration of health or mental state, or even death. They normally mean no harm and simply want to play. Demons can supposedly disguise themselves as children. Poltergeist translates to noisy ghost, which refers to its apparent ability to make noise, throw around objects, and otherwise disrupt our physical environment. Somehow these ghosts have the ability to manifest through energy to bite, pinch, scratch, and harass human victims. Some can move, throw, and break objects. Most paranormal experts believe poltergeists have nothing to do with ghosts, but are rather the manifestation of active kinetic energy generated in the subconscious of a living human being. Most ghosts can't harbor enough energy to move large objects or break things, and poltergeists aren't typically visible the way ghosts are. Rampant hormones and teen angst during puberty might just be the source of the turmoil that feeds the typical poltergeist. Both residual and intelligent hauntings can produce noises including moaning, voices, banging, knocking, or even screaming. Some people report smelling strong odors in places with high levels of paranormal activity, including perfume, cigar smoke, or even food. Living ghosts, also known as out-of-the-body experiences or astral projections, may result in the encountering of a spirit or energy of someone who's still alive. A person may unknowingly leave an energy imprint of a younger self during a traumatic experience. Phantom ships or vehicles may manifest using energy shared by its passengers. Ghost ships or apparitions of sunken vehicles are said to foreshadow tragic events at sea. Some people report seeing the funeral procession carrying Lincoln's dead body back to Springfield, Illinois, long after his death. Angels are higher-level spirits bearing positive energy, but who never lived as humans. Angels are said to protect humans from dark entities, and in some cases, other humans. Angels theoretically have the power to manifest in a body, should they choose to. Guardian angels are said to be spirits of human entities who are sent here to protect you. Some of the paranormal activity that the Underpresence will investigate. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.